I didn't know a single kid who had an arm surgery when I played. I graduated high school in 1999. It didn't exist,
Hmm.
right? I knew one kid who had an ACL reconstruction, but this was a very. And I went to high school with 800 kids, so it wasn't like we didn't have a decent sized athletic department. So um, when I look at things now and what's happening, you can chalk every injury up to two things. It's either a really good kid that gets completely overused
Hmm.
by a coach that's chasing fake trophies in the 12-year-old division,
Yep.
or it's frankly parent idiocy.
Yeah.
Like, if, plain and simple. Like, I'll give you an example. We had a kid that, high motivation kid, came in with a little league elbow, so growth plate injury. Basically, doctor told him 6 to 8 weeks off. We both know it's usually longer than
Hmm.
6 to 8 weeks. So I always have mixed feelings about when they actually throw a timeline on it. I'd rather just see follow up imaging that everything looks good and kind of progress from there. But kid was a good soldier, went through all of it. We got him on a nice return to throwing program. Dad was super on board. Everything was great. Kid comes in, and we're talking about 11 to 12-year-olds. So,
Yeah.
built up his long toss gradually, got out to 120 feet, which is a long way for
For
an
him.
11, 12-year-old. That's like, a big leaguer throwing 240, right?
Yeah.
So did all that, then went to practice that night and did it again. And then that was a Monday. And then we did the same thing on Wednesday, doubled up his throwing program, and then had a setback. You're
Yeah.
like, there's a reason you have a sequential development and
Right.
all this stuff is happening. But I remember Kevin Welk dropped that line. Teenagers only know one speed, and it's stupidity.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem is, like, a lot of us parents, we grew up in the era of, like, just go outside and,
And play.
play a million sports, right? We'll